So yeah, moving in literally 2 weeks time down south to London-ish. Last week I was feeling a little bit sense of dread, and I'm going to be moving in with a couple of like colleagues that I haven't met yet. Oh baby, do you know what that means? That's very close. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Emma here, and today I'm just filming a really casual, chatty, get ready with me style video. I've never actually done one of these before, so it might be an epic fail, but we're gonna roll with it because I thought it would be really nice to just sit down and have a little chat with everybody. I've got a lot of like big life changes coming up at the minute, like starting my new job, moving to London, and I'm just getting ready at the minute to go out for afternoon tea with my family. You guys must think that I just go out a lot for afternoon tea, but it's one of my favorite things to do. And as you know, I had my birthday in June, but I wasn't at home with family to celebrate that. I was in Cambridge with my friends, which is really weird because I have a twin brother, as you know, and we're born on my dad's birthday, so it's usually a big family affair. But I only celebrated with my friends this year, and we always said that when I came back that we'd do something together as a family. And because afternoon tea is my favourite thing to do, I'm going to be going out there today as a really late belated birthday celebration. So I'm just gonna, yeah, get ready and chat with you guys as I do that. So to start off, I'm just gonna put this on to get my hair up my face. I don't know if you guys can see, but the background's really dark because it's a bit like rainy and grey outside today. So I just put my fairy lights on because I thought, you know what, let's just go with the cute, cozy, rainy day vibes instead. So I hope the background doesn't look too dark. I was trying to brighten it up a little bit. I'm trying to look in the viewfinder to see if I can see that. But yeah, that looks kind of cozy, right? Can I get away with that? Anyway, so I'll just sort of chat you through what I'm doing, but also chat about general life things as well. So I'm using my Boots niacinamide serum, if it'll focus. There we are. Oh, I feel like a beauty guru now. I just like this because my face feels really dry like, after washing it. I do have actually quite oily skin, but after I've washed it, it always does feel really dry. My face is really sensitive as well, so when I touch it, it goes really red. So do ignore that if it happens. And if you see me looking off to the side, that's because I'm sitting at my window ledge to try and get the best of the natural light, though there isn't really much natural light because it's rainy, rather than at my dressing table where my big mirror is. So I have put a mirror off screen that I can glance in to make sure that my face doesn't look horrendous for when I go out. And I'm just going to put some lip balm on as well because I feel very dry. But yeah, just in terms of like how I'm doing, I feel pretty good at the minute. Obviously I've had a month off work. I left my job so I could, you know, go to London and Cornwall with my friends. I had a month before my new job starts. I'll just let that dry. A month before my new job starts. So I wanted to sort of get back the summer memories that I should have had after graduation, the traveling and things. So yeah, I'm just kind of chilling at the minute. I have come home from all of that now. Like, I think I spent 3 weeks down south, now back up north. I actually feel really bored. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm the type of person that feels more like drained and burned out by not doing anything. I like to keep busy, so it's been really weird for me. I think I'm getting a bit like cabin feverish because I'm just sitting in my room, the weather isn't great, I just read all day or like watch Netflix and things. So I am missing seeing people and going out, and because I live quite remotely and I don't drive even though I can drive, I haven't really left the house in about a week, which to some of you introverts might be like heaven, and a week doesn't seem that long, but to me it does feel quite a long time, and I would like to get out of the house. I do move at the end of the month, which is exciting. Oh sorry, by the way, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Normal to Oily foundation in 115, which is my darkest foundation shade yet because I have a slight tan from my Cornwall holiday. But I don't want it to appear orange on the camera, that's what I'm worried about. It's a lot of pressure when you're doing your makeup in front of the camera, especially like, I know I just do my makeup. Forgot to moisturize. Next up, I go in with my Olay Complete Lightweight Day Lotion. I really like this. It's SPF 15, which I think is super good. The only thing is it has that really distinctive Olay smell. I don't know if you guys know what I mean when I say the Olay smell, but it's kind of like perfumey, sun creamy. I don't know. I'm not super keen. It's not even a bad smell. Like it's probably just like, I don't know, Dove soap or something, which I do like, or just like baby smell. I don't know, but I'm not a major fan of it. But I do like this moisturizer because it does what it says on the tin. It is lightweight and good for oily skin, I'd say. Next up, I go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Normal to Oily Foundation. But yeah, moving at the... Oh, why have I done that? Like, I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing because I'm chatting to you. Normally I'd start in the centre of my face. But we roll, we move. So yeah, moving in literally 2 weeks time down south to London-ish. I kind of feel like I'm cheating you guys a bit by saying London because it's not really London. It's just on the outskirts of London, but it's easier when people ask where I'm moving just to be like, yeah, I'm moving to London because I'm like literally a 10-minute train ride from London. So to me, that's London. And I'll be spending so much time in London anyway that I think it's fair to say I'll be living in London. But yeah, I'm feeling nervous, excited. Last week I was feeling a little bit sense of dread because I get really stressed when like change happens, or when like uncertainty I think stresses me out more than anything. It's like, you know, that time before you go to university and you're kind of like, I don't know what to expect, I don't know what's coming, and you're excited, but like if you're like me, I like to plan everything and like have control over everything, and to just not know what's coming is really overwhelming for me. But I think it'll be fine. That dread has turned into excitement recently, so definitely looking forward to it a lot more. Got my house sorted, which again, like that's another thing I'm stressing out a little bit because it's not as modern as I would have liked it to have been. But I'm sure I will make it as homely as possible. But it's kind of that like urge to just want to be there. I'm like, oh, just get me there, get me decorating my room, get my stuff there, move down, hope I haven't forgotten anything. Like, I'm kind of just itching to go a bit, but at the same time not ready. It's a really weird feeling of like, oh, I just want to stay at home with my family, my friends, and also just get me there so I can see my uni friends and start unpacking and get ready and start the new job. Yeah, really weird mix of feelings. Let me know what you guys feel in like situations like this. Is it just me? Am I just being weird? So next up, I go in with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. And that's in the shade, who knows, Extra Fair 4. This actually used to be 0 in the old range, and then they changed it, and this is now number 4, which seems really dark, but it used to literally be the lightest shade, so I don't know what happened there. I'm not a fan of the new packaging. If anyone did use this, let me know what you think, but I did prefer the other bottles. I don't actually put a lot of this on. I'm not even sure this is the right shade with my new darker foundation. You guys will probably still think it's really light and that I'm really pale and pasty. Now, when I do my concealer, I do actually like to powder as I go, and I use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in shade 1, transparent. So I just sort of dab a bit of that in so it doesn't crease. But again, not a beauty guru, just do my makeup how I like it. I could be doing it all wrong, in which case give me tips in the comments. Don't tell me I'm useless, please. I also gosh, why is it gone really dark again all of a sudden? Is that better, or is that too white on me now? I don't know. Anyway, I then like to put a bit on my nose as like a contour. but I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing, so this is probably going to go horrendously wrong. Sorry, what was I saying before? Yes, moving at the end of the month, moving on the 27th of August. I think it's going to be like a 5-hour drive to get there as well, which I'm not looking forward to. Like, I can just read in the car, but sometimes that does make me feel a little bit travel sick, so we'll see how that goes. Big shout out and thanks to my parents who are going to be driving me and all of my life stuff down to London for me. Thank you. And I'm going to be moving in with a couple of like colleagues that I haven't met yet, or like a couple of other people my age who are on the same graduate scheme or like job as I am. And we met in a group chat that the company had set up for us, and we were all house hunting together and decided to move in with one another. So I'll be really excited to meet those guys as well, because we've only chatted online so far. I'm actually really worried that I'm going to forget what everybody said to me about themselves. Like, obviously the only pictures I've seen of them is like their WhatsApp profile picture, and some of them aren't that clear, so I'm worried I'll get them mixed up or forget what they said they studied or where they studied or where they're from. And I don't want to seem really rude, but it's kind of hard to keep up with that sort of stuff, I feel. I think like in the mad rush of things, we were mostly focused on getting a house, so I haven't super focused on what they've been saying to me. I know that's terrible. Normally I'm a really good listener. I think I've just been a bit chaos lately because I'm moving to London and that's scary, you know? But it'll be really nice because all of my friends should be nearby-ish, either in London as well or in Cambridge, so that's really exciting. It means I can visit them frequently and I'm not going to be completely on my own. I'll have like my work friends who I'm living with, but also my uni friends who are nearby, so that's definitely reassuring, and that's helped to get rid of some of the dread as well about moving. Like, it's not a complete dread, like I am excited as well, just maybe not as excited as I could be, mainly because of the uncertainty of like, what if I don't like the house, what if I don't like the job, what if I don't get on with the people, or what if I find it really hard, and what if I don't fit in, and all of these like silly worries that probably won't amount to anything, and I'll look back on it and be like, gosh, why did I worry so much, just like I did when I went to university and was panicking beforehand. But like right now, just sitting waiting is quite stressful. What do I do next? Eyebrows maybe? Should I do my eyebrows? You know what, I thought this foundation was going to show up really orange on my camera, but I actually look really pasty. Good start. I'm trying to do my eyebrows a little bit more natural than normal, because I do pencil them in, but I've always wanted to be able to do that thing that, you know, like makeup YouTubers, beauty gurus or whatever do, where their brows just look like really natural but have that sort of like fade where they're like lighter at the front and then they get darker and they're just really sleek. Like, I can never do that. But I just use for my brows the Max Factor Brow Shaper Ultra Fine Shape Fill Define pencil thing, in the shade, it's probably called soft brown or something. It doesn't say the shade. Oh yes it does, number 10 blonde. And then the Rimmel Wonderful Brow like mascara type thing in light brown. Normally I use the Max Factor one as well, but to be honest I just buy what's on deal and what's cheapest, because I mean I don't really see any difference. I might just be quiet while I do this because I don't want to mess up my eyebrows and look like Wolverine or something. And breathe. This move I actually feel is very like going back to university again, because the office I'm working in is like much like a university campus, like a lecture hall or something, or like a lecture theatre. It's like very open working spaces, very light. They have like an auditorium, I think, where they like train their graduates up, which is really cool. And then obviously I'll be living with 4 other graduates, so that definitely feels to me like I'm going back to university. And because we're all on like a grad scheme rather than just a job, if you know what I mean. It does feel like university or returning to uni, and I'm bringing like all of my uni bedding and my pots and pans and my fairy lights and books and things, and I'm decorating my room again, so definitely does feel like I'm going back to uni, which is not a bad thing, because I feel like, I know you guys have heard me talk about this before, but I definitely feel like I didn't make the most of my first year there, so it's going to be really nice to have like a second shot, I think, at like making friends, throwing myself into things, not like hiding away in my room and working really hard all the time. And I think that's especially made a lot easier by the fact that I'll have weekends off and things. Hold that thought, I'm just gonna go get a Q-tip because I've just smudged some of the brow mascara on my face. 2 seconds. But yes, definitely very excited to start feeling like a student again. I kind of don't want to grow up, but it's a bit scary becoming an adult, you know? It's really hard to see my eyebrows. I hope they look okay. Next up, I'm gonna do some eyeshadow with my Morphe palette in Nature Glow Matte 350M or 350M, however they say it. I love this palette so much. Like, I've stopped buying makeup recently. I used to wear a lot of makeup when I was in school in like sixth form, and I used to do like really bold, wild, colourful eyes, like reds and yellows and pinks and things, blue, like all sorts, and practice my eyeliner and fancy techniques like cut creases and things. But as I've gotten older, I've stopped doing that, mainly because I don't have the time anymore. And then when I went to university, like, it turns out everybody wore quite natural makeup and I felt like really over the top, so I like stripped it back a bit. But I'm definitely getting back into makeup stuff again. Sorry, it keeps going really dark. Please stop. Hang on, my headband's falling off. I'll put that back on. There we are. But this is the palette. How pretty is this? It's so nice. Like, I'm obsessed with these like orangey red colors, especially in autumn, but like this is like my palette. I love this sort of like burnt autumnal color palette, color scheme. I'm just gonna do a look I did the other day actually that's like kind of natural-ish. Like, it still uses like browns and natural colors and things, but with a slight like dark corner, and it just, I find that it makes my eyes pop. You know? Yeah, let me know if you guys have anything like big and exciting coming up at the minute, like whether you're starting a new job or headed off to university. I'd love to hear. Like, I really love chatting with everybody and finding out what everyone else is up to. It just kind of brings back the memories from when I was first starting uni, or, you know, it's nice to know that I'm not the only one scared of starting a new job or something. You know what I mean? Sorry, I know I'm super quiet when I do my eyes, but I don't want to make a mistake and then like have really dark smudges on my face that I then can't correct. So just bear with. Yeah, that's my eyes. And sometimes I do like a top eyeliner or like with a wing, but I am moving away from that now, mainly because I'm really out of practice and keep making lots of mistakes with it. So I'm just gonna go in with my, what's this called? Rimmel Special Eyes liner pencil. And just run that under like my eyelid waterline, upper waterline, is that what it's called? Don't know, let me know in the comments. And then curl, though I actually think I need a new eyelash curler because I'm pretty sure this one is snapping my eyelashes. I have had this quite a while, so let me know in the comments if you use an eyelash curler and if there's a particular brand or type you recommend that will not destroy my eyelashes. That would be great. And next up, I'm going in with my Max Factor False Lash Effect Mascara in the shade Black. Now, if you guys have seen me talk about this maybe on my Instagram before, or maybe in my other videos, though I'm not sure. I might have filmed a video doing my makeup, then it never got uploaded. But I feel like I've raved about this before. Maybe not. But this is my favourite holy grail mascara ever. I use it all the time. You just can't go wrong. I love the brush. I love the like formula. Yeah, I just feel like it's perfect. Look at that brush. It is like plastic rather than, or like rubber or whatever, rather than bristles, like hair bristles. I don't know. But I love it, and I feel like it makes my lashes look great. This is definitely running out. I really need some fresh. I bought the waterproof version of it for when I went to Cornwall, and I actually didn't like it at all. Much prefer the normal version, which is a shame because like this one's running out and I don't want to waste the other one, so I do kind of need to wear it, but I hate the way it looks and feels. I hate the way it looks and feels actually. It's not great. And then I did have to invest in some like waterproof mascara remover because it is a pain to get off unless you have that. I feel like this is the longest Chatty get ready with me ever. Like I was meant to do my hair as well, but I feel like you're just gonna get makeup. I feel like I've run out of conversation now. I've talked about all the interesting things that are happening in my life and that's it. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say. Obviously I am moving down to London in 2 weeks time, so let me know in the comments below if there's anything interesting I should definitely go and see. Like obviously when I went a couple of weeks ago, I did all of the classic touristy spots like Buckingham Palace, Downing Street, Westminster Abbey, Oxford Circus, Oxford Street, Piccadilly Circus, am I getting all these names right? Chinatown, which was one of my favourite places as well. I just feel so comfortable and happy there, and the food is so good. But let me know if there's anywhere else I should definitely go and see, any restaurants as well, because my parents will be coming with me and I think it's been a long time since they've been to London, so I would like to go out for a nice meal with them. So yeah, let me know if there's anywhere I must go and see that is amazing and or tasty. Oh, next up I'm going in with the L'Oreal Back to Bronze bronzer, kind of as a contour. Can you use bronzer as contour, or are you not meant to? Because I feel like I do and I'm not really sure the difference. Ooh, look at that. It's definitely not as bold in person, don't worry, it's just the light. Obviously I'm sitting right in front of my window, so it is like catching, my face is catching the light and the shadows are quite obvious on my face, or the contours of my face. Also, I do not have hairy armpits. I don't know if it looks hairy in this light when I lift my arm up. Like, nothing wrong with hairy armpits. If you don't want to shave, then credit to you. You do what you want with your body, but I like to shave, and I'm worried that when I lift my arm up like this, it looks like my armpits are hairy, but they're not. It's just the way I like it, but you know, you do you is my philosophy for literally everything in life. As long as you're hurting nobody, you do you. I also do like to contour my nose with this. I don't know if I've mentioned this on my channel before. I've definitely mentioned it on my Instagram, but my nose is a bit of an insecurity for me. I don't like the shape or size of it, so I do contour it, but I should practice what I preach and just embrace the way I look naturally, you know? I'm always telling people to love themselves for themselves, and a lot of friends and things and my boyfriend have said to me, like, if I changed my nose or if I had a different nose, then I wouldn't be me, and like, it suits my face, even though it's not the most petite nose in the world. So I'm trying to just tell myself that, like, without this nose you wouldn't be you. Oh baby, do you know what that means? Love comes first. Next up, I'm going in with my Rimmel Maxi Blush in the shade number 1 3rd Base. I love this because it's more of a peachy colour, and I am slightly, ever so slightly warm toned, maybe more on the neutral side, but if I'm going to lean either way, it's more warm than cool toned. So I do quite like a peach blush on my skin. I do suit a pink as well, but in the summer I especially like a peach blush. Sorry, let me just fix the light. Yes, I especially like a peach blush because I just think it's so warm and, like, I don't know, especially with my darker foundation, I just feel like I look glowing and sun-kissed. Next up, I'm going in with my Kiko highlighter Ocean Feel number 1 Golden Vibes. I don't even know if they still do this or not. I got it a very long time ago in like maybe my first year in Cambridge, but I think it's the perfect dupe for You know, the Mary Luminizer highlighter that was like really expensive and everyone went wild for, and now it's completely sold out everywhere. And it has been since like Christmas of 2014 or something. Yeah, I think this is the perfect dupe for that, because it's a very similar like colour and shade. It's really pigmented and good level of, I don't know, shine, glow. I like it a lot. What do you think? Can you see that? I hope so. I hope the camera's picking it up. But I really love this shade. And just do my eyebrows. I am actually nearly done, I promise. Let me know in the comments if you like these kind of videos. Like, I don't know if it's just too like rambly and not very structured and not very interesting to people. So I would like to hear your feedback. Like, I won't be offended if you're like, you know, I prefer your academic or like work content. Or if some of you are like, no, please do more of these chatty, rambly or makeup style videos and things. Like, I have said before that I do kind of like the girly content because that's the stuff I watch on YouTube, but I feel like I don't have the editing skills or the knowledge or the money to do that sort of video, like especially makeup videos and things. I just do my makeup the way I like it, in the way I know works for me and that I've worked out over the years. But if you are interested, do let me know in the comments below. So next up I'm going to do my lips with the MAC Half Red lip pencil, which I've had for years. I don't really buy from MAC anymore, but I have had this a while and I'm just sort of making my way through it. And then the Rimmel Oh My Gloss lip gloss in the shade 125 Down to Gloss. This is my go-to. I wear this every day, all seasons, every year. And then when it runs out, I buy more. This is probably slightly too dark for the lip gloss, but I just do it really, really lightly. Just so I have some sort of a line to follow, and so my lip gloss, it doesn't bleed. Like run out of my lips, if you don't know what that means. So that is that. Done. I don't know if you can, I don't know if it's picking it up that well, but that's my makeup. Maybe if I come in a bit closer. That's very close. Yes, done. Ah, finally. Sorry that took ages. It wouldn't normally take that long, I think, but I just rambled on quite a bit. So yeah, that is the finished look. I'm not sure if it's picking up as I would like it to on camera. I'm gonna go and curl my hair now and then pick out my outfit. Let me know what you think. Did you enjoy this ramble? Do you enjoy my makeup? Sorry, I really worry that when I come to edit this, my eyes are just going to be looking up here the whole time at the viewfinder instead of at the lens. I'm sorry about that. This is my first sort of like makeup video where I'm getting used to it. But let me know if you enjoyed this video in the comments below. Thanks for listening to my little ramble. And yeah, let me know how you're doing in the comments, or if you've got any big life changes coming up. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.